In this presentation, we're going to talk about the qualities of a good thesis statement, and then see how the thesis statement forms a basic outline of your entire essay. First, a good thesis statement should take on a subject upon which reasonable people could disagree. If your thesis is that parents should not abuse their children or that citizens should support our troops, is there really any reasonable person who would disagree? In other words, is there a significant, reasonable population who would argue that parents should abuse their children or that citizens should not support the troops? I doubt it. Next, deal with a subject that can be adequately treated given the nature of the assignment. The essays you'll write in this class will be between 300 and 400 words in length on average. Is it really possible to deal, for instance, with the causes of the Civil War in a 300-word essay or a 400-word essay? Probably not. So make sure you choose a topic, a thesis, that can be adequately treated in the length of assignment you're given. Your thesis should express one main idea. It also should probably explain or give several reasons for supporting that one main idea. But try to be very, very careful that you limit yourself to arguing just one thing. It's easy to get off track, and it's easy to argue more than one thing, which is going to muddy your thesis. You also should become accustomed to asserting your conclusions about a subject. Your thesis statement is a conclusion. It's the conclusion that you've drawn after giving some idea a great deal of thought. And now, in your essay, you're trying to argue that your reader should draw the same conclusion that you have. Here's an example. And this is not an important topic, and it's not the sort of topic you would actually choose. It's been being used here for its clarity, not because it's really a good topic. If we are arguing that there are three reasons to admire Kobe Bryant, we may say that we admire him because he's a hard worker, he's ambitious, and he's a good sport. And we can turn this into a sentence that could possibly serve as a thesis statement, but we're going to work on it a little bit first. I admire Kobe Bryant because he is a hard worker, he is ambitious, and he is a good sport. Well, the first thing we need to do with this sentence is trim the fat. There's no point in having three sentences where we could just have a couple of extra words in the sentence. So we're eliminating redundancy. He is doesn't need to be said 3 times. The next thing we have to pay attention to is parallelism. What are the 3 things that we are saying about Kobe Bryant? We have items in a series here, and items in a series always need to be the same types of items. So we look at the first, hard worker. Worker is a noun. The second one, ambitious, is an adjective. And sport is also a noun. Well, 2 of those go together, and the third one doesn't, of course. The adjective is out of place. Since we have to have things of like kind when we use items in a series, we're going to have to do something about that. So we decide against the adjective ambitious and decide to make it match the other 2. Since worker is a noun and sport is a noun, what we need is a noun. So I admire Kobe Bryant because he is a hard worker, noun, an ambitious player, which is now also a noun, and a good sport. And now we have a parallel thesis statement. Noun, noun, and noun. Now that you've constructed a sensible parallel thesis statement, you're ready to write the body paragraphs of your essay. And we're going to look here at how the body paragraphs relate so closely to the thesis statement. Body paragraph 1. I admire Kobe Bryant because he is a hard worker, an ambitious player, and a good sport. That's our thesis statement, reiterated. So body paragraph 1 needs to be about what a hard worker Kobe is. It's the first thing mentioned in the thesis statement as a reason for your admiration. So you begin your body paragraph. Possibly the one thing I admire most about Kobe Bryant is his work ethic. Even though he has incredible athletic talent, he doesn't depend on his talent alone to be the best he can be. And so on. That, of course, is not the entire paragraph. Notice, too, that in referring to Kobe Bryant being a hard worker, we don't have to use the exact same language again. Someone who is a hard worker may be said to have a good work ethic or a strong work ethic. And so this writer has rewritten the same point using different words for sentence variety, and so that it doesn't sound unnecessarily repetitious. Our second point in our thesis statement was that Kobe is an ambitious player. That's the one we had to fiddle with to make sure that it was parallel. So body paragraph 2 needs to be about what an ambitious player Kobe is. Something else I truly admire about Kobe Bryant is his sense of ambition. While most players take years to reach the professional level, Kobe's laser focus on his goal of making the pros took him there and we didn't finish that paragraph either. Again, we've reworded ambitious player so that it makes better sense in this sentence and it gives us the variety that we need. Now for body paragraph 3, and this essay would of course have 3 body paragraphs. Those are the 3 reasons mentioned for admiring Kobe Bryant in the thesis statement. So the third needs to be about how Kobe is a good sport. And you can finish that on your own. This is how we construct very tightly organized essays all around a well-written parallel thesis statement.